Hello, and welcome to Cocktails with a Twist of History, your digital destination for all things cocktails. This is a double episode about the Cobbler and the Mint Julep. We spoke about the Cobbler, and now I want to focus on the Mint Julep. Both the Cobbler and the Julep were popular in the first half of the 1800s, and both required shaved or crushed ice. The Mint Julep may have had preceding drinks that date much further back. The word julep may have come from an Arabic drink called a julab, made with water and rose petals. The beverage had a delicate and refreshing scent that people thought would enhance the quality of their lives. The julep has a nice scent, and it definitely enhances people's lives. The American colonies, the average person would start their day with a mix of rum, water, sugar, and mint. Later, the creation of ice houses in the first part of the 1800s would allow for ice to be available in cocktails. This was mostly in the more upscale establishments. The early mint juleps were called hailstorm juleps because of the ice. We said that both the cobbler and the mint julep helped with the idea that you needed a straw in a cocktail because the shaved ice would, quote, hit your nose if you tilted the glass. Okay, I have been talking way too long without a cocktail in my hand. Let's make a mint julep. Now, a mint julep is often made in a copper or metal cup like this, but I am going to make it in an old-fashioned glass so that you can see it a little better. You can see I have my crushed ice already in there, and the first thing you're going to need for a mint julep, of course, is mint. So we're going to put our mint into our shaker, and we're going to put some powdered sugar into the shaker as well, and we're going to muddle it. Now, when you're muddling mint, do not crush it too badly, just a little bit so that you get some of the scent that you can start to release. Now, we are going to use bourbon as it's the Kentucky drink, and it has to have bourbon in it. So here's our bourbon, and we are going to put in a full 2 ounces of bourbon into our cocktail here. Here we go. And we have our bourbon. There we go. We have our bourbon, we have our mint, we have our sugar. We are going to put our ice. Hold on. Forgot it over there. Sorry about that. But we have our ice over here. We're going to put our ice into our shaker. Hold on, still getting that ice. Putting our ice into the shaker, and we have our cover over here. Gotta make sure to have the cover on. And whoops, hold on, sorry about that. I'm back, and here we go. This shaker does not fit as well as some of the other ones, and we are going to shake it. Here we go. It does not need a lot of shaking. We're going to pour it into our glass. And now, when you take your mint for your garnish, what you want to do is you want to put it in your hand. You want to give it a slap or two so that it releases the scent. You can put it around and then put it in. And now we have our mint julep. Let's try. Oh, we need our straw. Here we go. Wow, very refreshing. That mint really hits you right away. It's the scent. It's the mint in the drink itself. A delicious cocktail. Really, really good. By the time the Civil War was over, whiskey was the most popular drink, partially because of the mint julep. Kentucky Senator Henry Clay introduced the drink to Washington, D.C. in 1850 and helped spread the popularity of the cocktail and the use of bourbon from Kentucky. The freed slaves in the North also brought the mint julep because they were working in the bars. The Kentucky Derby made the mint julep the official cocktail in 1938. There are those that say that the first bar in Washington, D.C. to serve the mint julep, the one from Henry Clay, was the Round Robin Bar inside the Willard International Washington Hotel on Pennsylvania Avenue. This was steps away from the White House, and they claim that they still use Henry Clay's original recipe to this day. Other famous people who were known to drink the mint julep include Teddy Roosevelt, F. Scott Fitzgerald, and William Faulkner. There's a famous story about Ernest Hemingway, who was served an inferior quality mint julep and smashed the glass against the wall of the barroom in France. The story goes that some fans were traveling in Paris from Kentucky and pulled out a bottle of Kentucky bourbon from their bag, and they made fresh, better-made mint juleps for the whole crowd. Sounds like a good story. As always, if you know other parts of the history, we want to know it. You can put it in the comments, you can send it to us by email, or you can tell it to the bottle. We want to know. Also, please make sure to like, follow, subscribe, and send a link of the show to other people so that they can enjoy cocktails with a twist of history. Thank you.